श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे दया सिंधो. That we have seen, daya सिंधो. So now we have to take up the next one, 169. We have been repeating this example. So vadharhamapi kakustah kripaya paryapalayat. So vadharhamapi kakustah kripaya paryapalayat is a statement in Ramayana. And in the context of Jayanta as a crow made an offense against Sita. And the very word, each word in Valmiki is very important in the sense we can understand more by commentaries like Govindaraja's commentary. And therefore, I can tell you one small, what do you call, joke-like interpretation. So, Kakustaha, this is the name given to all the kings of the solar race. Kakustaha is not only to Rama, but also to anybody, any king in the race. Why I say this, any king in the race? Those kings who came earlier to Kakusta, they are also called Kakusta. That is the greatness of the particular king. And again, as you know, the later generations of kings will also be called in the same Kakusta. So in that way, you can also have one more name common to all the kings of the solar race, namely Raghava. Raghava is the name for Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, and so on. So all the kings are named Raghava. But the connotation, special meaning of the word Raghava only denotes Rama only, as well as Kakusta means Rama only. Now I will say, because the Jayanta, son of Indra, came in the form of crow, Kakaha is the name of the crow in Sanskrit. And therefore, Kakustaha, if you take it in Tamil, Kaka plus Kutsa say, he redeemed the crow. He allowed the crow to live further, and he left him alive. He released him alive. So instead of killing him, so he says, Valmiki says, so vadharhamapi, though he is fit to be killed, the crow had to be killed. So in this particular occasion, we find that Sita is very nearby, and therefore Rama took pity on the crow. That's the explanation that we give from Kamba Ramayana, whereas Vali was killed in her absence. So that is the beauty here. So Now the the important point that we derive from this statement is Rama is completely compassionate. That is the point that we must drive into our mind. Namely, it's not a question of talking about the offense of the crow, where Indra could not save his son, all others could not do that, and even the small blade of grass was made Brahmastra by Rama. That is the power of Rama. That is all different. It is the power of Almighty, not Rama alone. Rama as a human being, but as Rama as a God. So these are all at the background. The only foremost point is Rama was sympathetic towards even a jantu, we say, jantu, creature. We are also creatures, but we have what we call lesser jantu. So the thinking capacity is less in the in Tamil. We have different categories of living beings, and I told you already one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So we are in the sixth sense. We have the sixth sense. So others have less than 6. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Therefore, we cannot expect them to behave very decently like us, but we must also behave as we have sixth sense. So that is actually seventh sense is seventh incarnation. Rama is seventh incarnation. He has the seventh sense because he thought of it and he did not kill the crow. And of course, for the sake of the mistake done, offense committed, he took away one eye. And even today, the practical view is maybe it is not true. I consulted zoologists, they said no. But still, if you look at the crow and watch the crow eating its food, wherever it is, it will have a slanting way of picking the particles of food from the beak by slanting the beak. It won't take straight. Look at all the other birds, it will take straight with the beak. Whereas it will do like this. That means we say one eye is not having good vision. One eye is blind. That's also. we say something similar to Rama patting the squirrel. The squirrel episode is not available in Valmiki Ramayana, and Alvar says it, Anilam Pole. Alvar says it, Anilam Pole. Just like the squirrel, I want to help. Whenever we do little help, or whatever help we do is little service to the God. Whatever great service we do to the God is very little. And therefore, we always say, I am like a squirrel. I am like a squirrel doing service to the God. So this is normally comparison, and we don't say I am doing great service to the Lord. Generally, we won't be proud of ourselves. We must always be humble and polite also. So in submission, and therefore, so in the case of squirrel, we say it has got 3 stripes on its back. 3 stripes on the squirrel back. I have seen, I think, in Minneapolis, a squirrel, a very big squirrel, but I don't think that squirrel is Rama's squirrel. Therefore, it had no stripes. So we say Indian squirrels will have 3 stripes, white stripes over its grey body on the back, and therefore we say Rama touched it. Nature squirrel. Yeah. So it he touched the back of the squirrel, patting him for his service, appreciating him for service, and therefore there are 3 stripes. 3 stripes. So we will be arguing why he put only 3 fingers on his back? Which 3 fingers? Okay. Videshi Spirit. Yeah. So you have Paryapalayat. Paryapalayat is a particular specific word meaning that the crow was protected from all other surroundings also. Suppose somebody takes vengeance with the crow because Sita's devotees, Rama's devotees, and generally God's devotees, Sriman Narayana's bhaktas, suppose they take revenge later on the crow because Indra's son, and Indra is an enemy to all the gods also because he is a boss. Uneasiness lies on the crown of the head, on the head. Uneasiness lies on the head that wears the crown is a proverb in English. And therefore, any boss, any HOD, any head of the department will be detested, will not be liked by the subordinate. And all the 33 crores of gods except Indra could again be against Indra. Therefore, suppose they start to kill the crow, what will happen? So, Paryapalayati, he assured safety. Rama assured safety, all round safety. That is the beauty in Sanskrit. Pari apalayat. Pari means around. Paryapalayat meaning he protected him for the future life. Ruler must be under the word of Damocles. And that is especially to Yama, god of death. The Damocles sword is hanging over his head. And therefore, I would always say, the only God who did not commit any error is Yama. Because actually his duty is to take away the souls, as we say, to the hell and release them after they exhaust their sins. And also, he will not touch a fellow who is like Ajamela, last moment calling his son Rama Narayana and escaping from the shackles of death. Yama will not touch a person earlier or later. That is the timing. Earlier or later than the span of life allotted to him, allotted to an individual soul. It happened in the case of Markandeya. Markandeya was 16 in age and he embraced the Lord Shiva, the phallus. And when Yama wanted to take him according to the span of life fixed for him, Shiva kicked him with his left foot, kicked Yama with the left foot. The left foot, according to Ardhanarishwara form, it was Parvati's foot, and therefore Yama escaped death. Yama was a god of death, and therefore he escaped death. And Markandeya continued to be 16 forever. And I think this Markandeya is different from Markandeya Maharishi that we get in Purana, and we are not sure. So what is this? We understand the policies, points in the Shastras. And what did he do? Rama, Kripaya Paryapali. Because the crow committed offense against his wife, he must have given serious punishment. Not only death punishment, but something serious more than death punishment. You know, death punishment is not the maximum punishment. Please remember. Keeping one alive and making him suffer is the best punishment. If you kill a person, then his suffering also ends. In the next birth, maybe he will suffer. But if you kill a person, his suffering ends there, the same place, the same moment. But you must not kill a person if you want to make anybody suffer. You have to prick him with all kinds of what we call sharp instruments till he feels sad over his commission of offense. So that is that also will say death is not the capital punishment. So he did not give. So only when somebody lives long, and he will feel that the suffering of life here. And my friend told me last week, Papi Chirayuhu. Papi Chirayuhu, just 2 words. A sinful person will live long. That's it. But generally, it is not to be considered so, because we always bless youngsters to live for 100 years or more. Shatamanam bhavati. That doesn't mean I like my youngsters to live for long and suffer for long. So that is not the right way advice that we get from idea from the Papi Chirayuhu. But we also say when people die young, we also say he was a man of merits. Sorry. We speak very high of him. We speak very high of him. Take, for example, Srinivasa Ramanujan of mathematics. He was a genius. Take, for example, Subramanya Bharatiyar, Tamil great poet. Tamil poet, very great poet. He died at 48. And Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, 32. He was only 32. No, we praise him to the sky. We appreciate his knowledge. But then he is no more. Vivekananda died young. And there was nobody to treat to Srinivasa Ramanujan for this TB, tuberculosis. So why is this? The young people, when they die, we say they are all meritorious people. That doesn't mean all others are sinful people. So, Tamil we say, he was good. He was doing service to all. He was very humanitarian in attitude, but God has taken him back. So here, so 196. So Vesaneshu Manushyanam Brisham Bhavati Dukkita. So this is again Rama's attitude. If Rama suffers, he will not mind it. Whereas if other fellow human beings suffer, Manushyana, other fellow being, because he was born as a human being, he worried about human beings. Don't think that Rama only will care for human beings. He will also care for in each incarnation according to his species. That's why he was born in different species. Fish, tortoise, great boar, the dwarf, lion, man, and so on. The combination of almost all species, evolution, it's an evolutionary incarnation. And therefore, Vesaneshu, in the bad situation, namely when they are at grief, when the people are at grief, Brisham Bhavati Dukkita. Please note, this is the Sri Vaishnava attitude. This should be the Sri Vaishnava attitude. If we cannot help a person who is in need of help, who is suffering, at least we must feel one with him. Pray for his recovery. That was the only thing. So Rama was very sad. Brisham is very. Dukkita, sad. He suffered along with another fellow human. He felt the same pain. That's what we say. Bhavati, Brisham Bhavati Dukkita. We also say Lord Krishna in his incarnation, what did he do? He felt very sad, regretted. Lord Krishna regretted long afterwards. Because he felt he did not save Draupadi in time. He came late. He came late in the sense that his blessings came late. That's what he felt. And therefore, what Krishna feels is, he is a loni. He has a rinam. He is indebted to the devotee. He has to pay the debt of gratitude towards the devotees because the devotee just once made an Anjali towards the either goddess or god, or both. This is what Parashara Bhatta says in his Sri Gunaratana. After just passing through the Tayar Sannidhi, Ranganayika Sannidhi, remembering that it is a temple, a fellow who had no time just had palms together and then went away. In the case of Vedanta Dejika, in the Sri Smriti, he says, Lord Goddess Mahalakshmi is smiling to ask the devotee, what more do you want? Chimte bhuyaha priyam iti kilas mera vaktra vibhasi. You are smiling. The smiling has a meaning. And that meaning I understand is, what more do you want? Already I got, Vedanta Dejika says, I got money for 10,000 gold coins for a boy or a girl's father to get married. And I helped him. What more do you want? Do you want coins or gold coins? It's as though she is asking Vedanta Dejika. Whereas Parashara Bhatta says, she lowers her face. Goddess lowers her face down, a little down, so that she is shameful that she has not blessed enough the devotee who just made an Anjali and went away. That is the beauty in Parashara Bhatta. I can quote to you a little later. And now we go to again the Ramayana again. Yadiva Ravanasvaya. This happens in 18th canto. Exactly, I can quote this because it's very easy. It's a famous chapter in Yuddha Kanda. Vibhishana Sharanagati. Vibhishana Sharanagati is the topic of the Sargat canto. 18th canto of Yuddha Kanda. And I think I have told you already, 18th cantos of all the kandas, 7 kandas are very important. The first Balakanda, 18th canto, describes the birth of Rama. Second, Ayodhya Kanda, the 18th canto, describes the marriage of Sita. Shurpanaka's coming and making a turn of events. And third, Kishkinda Kanda of 18th canto, it describes Sugriva's friendship. And then these are all important incidents. And Sundarakanda of 18th canto talks about Hanuman's meeting Sita, finding Sita there, talking to her. And in this Yuddha Kanda, you find Vibhishana Sharanagati. This fact also we already saw that, namely I will say fast. The other, all the monkeys gathered together plus Jambavan the bear are there in the assembly. Jambavan the bear is a long-lived animal, looking like Chiranjeevi. He was an incarnation of Rama, he was an incarnation of Krishna. At least 2 hour incarnations he continued to live. He must be a Chiranjeevi, but he is not coming in the list of 7, but still. So, Jambavan is a word which we use in Tamil for expert. He is Jambavan in the subject means he is very good in the subject. It is not meaning bear, Karadil. Okay, so the Jambavan agreed that Vibhishana should be accepted. Hanuman was an exception to agree to Rama's intention to accept Vibhishana into their fold. Rama's intention was not first known to others, and therefore you find a very beautiful argument by all the monkeys, including Sugriva, why they should not accept Vibhishana. If you read the canto, you will be surprised. This is the what you call management principle. Consulting your subordinates for a decision and take your own decision. And already Rama quoted two stories. That also I think I can omit today. I can delete two stories to say. Only one point here is, he said, don't think that I am powerless. Therefore, I need Vibhishana's assistance to kill Ravana. No, I am not feeling weak so that I need the help of Vibhishana. No, Angulyagrena tan hanishyam. I will just finish them with the tip of my finger. Any finger, take it as any finger. Generally, the index finger. Even with the tip of the finger, Angulyagrena tan, all the enemies, them, tan means them, all the enemies, hanishyam, I will kill in no time. Then why should we invite Vibhishana? Vibhishana is a good devil. And he has made surrender. Where did he make surrender? In the sky. How did he make surrender? How did he make surrender? With all the 5 limbs which he does not know. Anukulya sankalpaha, pratikulya varnanam, gotrutavaranam, rakshishyati mahaswasaha, then prapatam. So you have a karpanya. First step, karpanya. He said, Putran dharan tyaktva. I have given up my children, I have given up my wife. I have come here. Putran dharan tyaktva. Raghavaya sharanangata. That is the best surrender that we have in Ramayana. Ramayana is a Sharanagati Kavyam. It is not a story. It is an epic of total surrender. That we must understand. From Balakanda up to Yuddhakanda, even you can take Uttarakanda, many people surrendered to Rama. In fact, Rama surrendered to the king of ocean. So you have a lot of what you call Sharanagati. Sharanagati Shastram is, don't take it as a scripture. The scripture is little away from us. By meaning we don't know. Whereas Sharanagati we can understand. So here, so lot of things are there, lot of explanation is needed here. So he said, Vibhishanova, Sugrivova, Ravana, Yadiva Ravanasaya. That is the second half. Vibhishanova, Sugrivova, Yadiva Ravanasaya. So Sugriva surrendered, he was saved. Vibhishana has come, he will be saved. Ravana, he has not come, he will be saved. So he will be protected. Whoever it is, Tom, Dick and Harry, A, B or C, I will protect. No question why, how Ravana is, how Vibhishana is, how Sugriva is. Sugriva made the mistake. Yes, he made the blunder against his brother. But Sugriva surrendered to his elder brother Vali. And Vali did not save him. And therefore Rama came to us. Please remember these points. So that we can compare and find out why Lord is doing that. So Yadiva Ravana side. Yadiva, if there is a big if, the doubt whether Ravana will come and surrender. Yadi, if Va, Vibhishana has come to surrender. Suppose Ravana along with him comes to surrender, what will you do? Again, the question was answered earlier. Quickly I say, I will give my Kosala Rajyam to him. It is not your Kosala Rajyam, it is Bharata's Rajyam, and my brother will obey my words. That was the confidence in Rama. Can we say today? Can we say today, my property is my property and my brother's property is different? So I cannot give my father's property to him. There is a gentleman, a friend in Mumbai, who used to meet me every time in Srimad Bhagavata Parayanam, Ramayana Parayanam. And he used to say that his brother took away all the ancestors' wealth. This is the Kali Yuga. And I don't know. We fight for our property, even if it is $1. Even if it is $1. We say this is mine. This mouse is mine. This mouse is mine. So my mouse. So Yadiva Ravana Swayam. Ravana will be advised by was advised by Kumbhakarna, was advised by Indrajit. Please remember, the son advised the father. Indrajit advised, please return Sita to Rama. You have so many ministers of Ravana advising him to return Sita safely to Rama. He did not budge. He said, an iron pillar can be broken and not bent. It cannot be made flexible. So this is what we call audacity of demon, wantonly born to be so by their own request, Jaya Vijaya in Vaikuntha. I must fight tooth and nail with you, then only I will remember. That was the boon got by Jaya Vijaya, and therefore Ravana Kumbhakarna finally condescends to Ravana. Okay, I will give my life for you because you said that you will not leave Sita. Therefore, it is very, very dangerous. It is not right on your path according to moral. You must imprison Sita in your land. That is it. 3:13. I can go on giving the whole Ramayana on this point. So I can deal with Abhaya Pradhana Saram according to my wish and your preference later. So Gacha Anujana. So 3:13. He says, go. Gacha Anujanami. I understand following you. Following your attitude, I understand. Anujana. I can understand your intention. Go. Gacha. So maybe this is, I'm guessing, maybe Sugriva was given punishment in the first fight with Vali. And that was the intentionally done by Rama, saying that both of you monkeys are looking like each other, Siamese twins, and therefore I couldn't identify. I thought I would have killed Sugriva instead of Vali, and therefore I must not commit that mistake of not protecting the surrendery, and therefore I allowed you to. I just took time to decide, and therefore Vali kicked him out. Sugriva came again, surrendered. What Rama you did like this? You have not killed my elder brother. And he is unfit to advise Rama not to take Vibhishana. Vibhishana left his elder brother. Sugriva took revenge on elder brother. Both of them are on the sailing in the same boat. Then how can one blame the other? Sugriva cannot afford to blame Vibhishana. Now after making a change, namely a garland was put on the head of Sugriva and then identified easily, and then Vali was killed. So ஆசிரித்தருடைய இழவு பேரு தன்னதாம்படியான நிருபாதிக்க சம்பந்தம் சொல்லுது. This is again very beautiful comment by in Tamil. Very difficult Tamil also. How the God feels one with the devotee. He is a relative. Tvameva mataja pita tvameva bandhuscha. Hey bandho, you are my relative. Oh relative. So that is the address here. Oh kith and kin we say, no? Kith and kin. Oh kith and kin. Bandhu. Sarvavida Bandhu, we say Shastra. Shastra says Sarvavida Bandhu. That is what we say Navar Vida Sambandha. 9 types of relationship. So, uncut relationship. You cannot cut off this relationship. Even if you want, even if he wants, even if Lord wants, he cannot cut off the relationship. There's so much, what you call bonding, so much bonding. Welded. Lord is wedded to the devotee. All of us are women and therefore he is marrying us. Even Bharanyasam, we say Bharanyasaha, the submission of all our burden, merits and demerits to the Acharya, preceptor, is called the marriage between the individual soul and the Acharya, the Supreme Soul. Acharya is the Supreme Soul. Yesterday I saw the Supreme Soul. Both, of course, in Arshavatara and in flesh and blood. In flesh and blood. Please remember. I will tell you later what he said to another couple, advised another couple. So here, so what happens is, the Lord feels so much one with the devotee. He says, all the sufferings of the devotees are his suffering, or Lord's suffering. So, suppose the devotee is unlucky, caught into a very bad situation, worst situation, I mean, suffering the most, then Lord takes so much pity on the devotee that he suffers along with him. So he feels that it is his suffering, his own suffering. And therefore, what happens is, he has a conditionless relationship linked with the individual soul. That is the meaning of the word bandhu. Nirupadhika sambandha. Nirupadhika sambandha means neither the individual soul has imposed conditions on the Lord, nor the Lord has imposed conditions of the devotees. Please remember, now Keshavdas' statement, idea of asking, who will get moksha? Suppose you ask him, who will get moksha? Only those who have gathered Samashenam on the preceptor's hand and Bharanyasa according to Deshika Sampradaya, and who have studied Bhagavad Vishayam of Nammalvar, studied scriptures through what we call Upanishad Bhashyam, Gita Bhashyam, Bhagavad Gita of Ramanujacharya, and so on. I have not studied anything, but I will be assured of moksha. An illiterate, a knowledgeless fellow, a poor fellow, the richest man, everybody will be awarded. Equally awarded, equally rewarded. And that is what we call Nirupadhika Sambandha. I have high status. I am a professor of Sanskrit. I am head of the department because I was the only one in the institute, only teacher. Therefore, I said to others who just scoff at me, make fun of me, oh, you are the head of the department where there are no subordinates. I said, I am also the tail of the department. Kwaranguval, so Hanuman's tail. I am also the last servant or the least servant of the Lord. So, Nirupadhika Sambandha. No conditions, no strings attached. 165. Raghuraman is still attending without any reservation. 165. Aham vo bandhavo jata. I have become your relative. Vaha is your. It is plural. Please remember, plural. Yuvayoho va vishmakam vaha. Tavate, Shakti Vibhakti. Possessive case. Otherwise called genitive case. Tavate yuvayoho va vishmakam vaha. Or you can even say this way, Chaturthi Vibhakti, that is dative case. Tubhyam te yuvabhyam va vishmabhyam va. That is also there. And of course, you can't take Dvitiya Vibhakti, accusative case. That also means Vaha. Tvam tva, yuvam vam, vishman vam. So only two vibhaktis you can take. Meaning, just like we see the meaning of Ashtakshara spell in Deshika Ragasyas, namely Narayanaya, Narayanaya. The same way, Lord is for us. Lord is for you. He says for you, that means for us. I would even say for US, for USA. For USA also he is there. Aham vo, aham vaha, bandavaha. Even in the small expression, you find O repeated, and therefore it has got an alliteration. The beauty of alliteration is also there. Shabda alankara is good. Aham vo, bandavo. You read it fast. Jata. He says, I have become. I have become. In fact, Jata meaning a child just now born. That means I am also innocent and therefore I have become relative. This is a very curious information to you from Chidambaram. You know, Nataraja temple and Govindaraja temples are together, and there are 500 families of Dikshita. Dikshitas are there. Dikshita means initiated people to perform yaga. Today they start Sahasra Chandi Homa. Sahasra Chandi Homa. 1,000 times. And they are going to repeat Rudram 14,541 times within 10 days. Within 10 days. And 50 Dikshitas are engaged for Homam, and 50 Dikshitas will do Japam, meditation. And they are going to achieve this within 10 days. Sahasra Chandi Homa. Ati Rudram also they are conducting Ati Rudram. So why I say this is very unique. The function is very unique. And hearing such a news also is good. And if at all we can participate, we can participate. And the Vaishnavites are also allotted japa of meditation of Rudram and Chamaka. We can do because the part of the scripture. And Sarvadeva Namaskaraha Keshavam Prati Gacchati, and therefore all God's worship will go to Lord Narayana. That is different. So that is also there. So here, when that is what we say, Bandhavaha Jataha, I am just born. What they do in the community of 500 families today is, even though the child marriage is banned by the law, before the birth of the child, they talk with each other and decide the marriage. And we do not know in India whether it is male child or female child to be born. And they say this condition. Suppose you have male child, I will give my daughter to him. If it is your female child, I will take her as my daughter-in-law to my son. They agree before birth. And as soon as they are born, the children are born, then they decide by contract, writing the black and white, they write. At the age of 3, they give it in writing. At the age of 5, they get married. A 7-year-old boy or 8-year-old boy gets married to 5-year-old girl. And only one condition is there, precondition. After she becomes she gets the puberty, the periods, then she will be sent to the house of the husband permanently. And another beauty is there, maturity. Another beauty is there. As a small child, a 3-year-old girl, she will visit the husband's house. The whole day she will be there, according to them. Whole day. Much time will be spent by the child in the husband's home. And they will beautify her. If it is a girl, they will beautify her. They will plait her hair. They will add Ketaki flower on her head, Tazhambu. And she will adorn, they will adorn her with the flowers in the, and she will, Tamil konjuvaanga. And they will always keep her happy by doing all kinds of service to the child. Whatever the child likes, suppose the child likes a particular color of the dress, immediately they will buy and give. I don't know about education, but they must also have education. But they are in a close circle. They don't come out of the shell. And even today, why I say this is aham vo bandhavo jata. As a child, as I'm innocent, and I love you all. I love you all. I have become relative to you. The beautiful statement of Rama, 203. Kritakrityas tada Rama. Then only Rama feels satisfied, contented. Contented. When do we become contented? After performing the duty well. This is the only satisfaction in teaching, as I understand. In many areas of job also, I think we have job satisfaction. But the most highest satisfaction will be in teaching job, according to, I think, many people. That's a common experience. Whether our salary is good or bad, high or low, we must have a satisfaction of teaching. We have done our duty well. Therefore, we don't call today in Tamil a retired man as Oivu Petra Asiriyar. We don't say. Please, Yashodas may understand very clearly. We don't say retired person and teacher is as Oivu Petra Asiriyar. Oivu Petra means going to rest, taking rest. The teacher will take rest. So far he has been teaching and he will take rest now after 60. Say. We are dismissed out by 58. We are unwanted after 58. Senior teachers will be handicapped. The students will be handicapped because experienced teacher will not be available. So now today 65 is the retirement of universities, central universities in India will have 65 as a retirement. And in USA there is no retirement. Pani Mooku, very good. Rajan Sheshadri says Pani Mooku. No, this is not the right Tamil word. We are using Pani Niraivu. Pani Niraivu. We had a satisfaction of doing this. Pani Niraivu meaning we have completed our duty well. Pani Niraivu. We don't say Oivu Petra, Pani Mooku. Pani Mooku is actually superannuation. You are a senior teacher, therefore Pani Mooku. So it's when superannuation is translated as Pani Mooku. Okay, that means old age, so you are experienced, highly experienced. So we are now saying Pani Nirai. Beautiful word used. So he said, so what Rama feels is, I have done my duty. I have done my duty. Krita Kritya. Krityam duty. Krityam is Napumsakalingam, neuter gender word. Krita Kritya is done the duty. One who has done the duty is called Krita Kritya. Completed, finished. Tada, at that time, Rama. So after Rama feels he has helped enough the devotee, then he feels satisfied, self-content. Otherwise, what will happen? 206. Rinam pravardham kivam. This is also a statement of Rama. This is also a statement of Krishna. Not exact words. Rinam is loan, L-O-A-N. The debt, D-E-B-T. So pravardham, suppose the God has not done enough to the devotee, then he says the loan amount has increased in leaps and bounds. Now the interest is more paid by the loanee to the loaner with great interest. high percentage of interest is being paid. Pravruddham, well grown. The capital itself has gone high. You have borrowed only a small amount, but that small amount has become big amount today. So pravruddham iva. To me, I feel that my loan and my debt has increased to a very alarming proportions. That's it. Now, please note, in Sanskrit there are two beautiful words which tell you, easily identify. In Tamil we have a very wrong connotation. If you give a loan, kadankaran, Tamil kadankaran. If you take a loan, you are kadankaran. Kadankaran in Tamil is a derogative word. It's a scolding word. Whereas in Sanskrit, Uttamarnaha meaning one who has given loan, Uttamarnaha. Adhamarnaha is one who takes loan. You can easily identify who has taken loan and who has given the loan. The bank has given the loan, therefore that is Uttamarnaha. Koshaha Uttamarnaha. Indian Bank, Bharatiya Koshaha Uttamarnaha. We are all customers, no? Therefore we say we are all Adhamarnaha. Okay. But the problem now, the problem is with the bank now. The bank writes off the loan. The people who are benefited by the loan escape without repaying. That is a good situation in one sense, bad situation for the country. All debts are bad debts and they are scrapped by the ensuing government. So we'll take up the next one, 314 in the next session. I think this Yogyata Badhakam, did it occur in our previous paragraph? I don't think this Yogyata Badhakam. No, not yeah, Yogyata Badhakam. We already saw this one. Yogyata Badhakam, which I told you, disqualification. That is impediments to qualification. That is the meaning given. Yogyate kudupadu. Oh, Yogyata abadhakam. That is the beauty in Sanskrit. You can have a different opposite meaning also. So Yogyata abadhakam. Suppose we do, I say suppose. Underline the word suppose. Suppose we do Sandhya Vandanam regularly, then it is Yogyata abadhakam. It will not affect our qualification. You please note again, I repeat. So if we do perform daily rituals properly, then underline these words, all the words. If we do regularly the daily rituals, then it will not affect our qualification. Yogyata abadhakam. Please split it this way. And 314, you will understand about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna's attitude towards Arjuna. Arjuna is a sakha, friend. Tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mamadeva deva. We close this session with this prayer of Amaya. And also Ramanujacharya's Gadyam has these words. Tvameva matacha pitattvameva, tvameva bandhuscha gurustvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mamadeva. This is the right attitude of a Sri Vaishnava, meaning Vasudeva Sarvam. Vasudeva Sarvam. Everything is Vasudeva. Tvameva Sarvam Mamadeva Deva. You are the only one. You are everything to me. If you can invent new relationship with the Lord, you can. Beyond 9.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तं वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम्। नमो नमो यामुनाय, यामुनाय नमो नमः। नमो नमो यामुनाय, यामुनाय नमो नमः। यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः, वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्।
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समात्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे। यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा। नमः यामुनपाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने। विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने।
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने, श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।